Hello everyone, Baccarat James here for another exciting episode of the Baccarat One-Two system, and this is episode number 6. So I'm going to keep going, and right now we're not doing too well. I'll tell you that right now, and you know what? I'm not abandoning this. We can't abandon it. You got to give it at least 100 shoes. We'll see where we're at after 100, and if we're really crappy, well then maybe this was not the system to be all the end all that I think that it is. I still have good faith in it, a lot of faith in it actually. So we're going to continue, and it's good that we're getting beat down because quite frankly I'm going to show you hopefully how to get the heck out, and if that can happen, well then we'll try and what is it called? Wash, rinse, repeat, right? Wash, rinse, repeat. Okay, so we're going to get right into episode 6 and shoot for virtual bet 6 and go from there. Take a look at our tracking sheet. Remember, this is not financial or gambling advice, guys. Not financial or gambling advice. I'm just a YouTuber, an ex casino employee with, well, soon to be ex. I don't know what day this is coming out, but on the 28th of January, I'm done. So this will be out before then. But coming into retirement, there's our bets, what we have, the juice. We're 99 units in juice. That's like 5 units in juice. So we got to keep track of that. So we're down 12, 16, about 19 units, right? So we're going to get right into it. Got down to it. Where is it? Okay, shoot for virtual bet 6. We're going to get going here. And we always start the same. And I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to show you guys the method to my madness. Now I'm going to change up the the way that we do the math a little bit. We're going to attack the high value first, see if we can get that going, get that down, and then our bets won't be climbing so high when we lose, or they don't climb when we lose anyway. So the next bet is 3. So 3 units, we follow the run, 3 units on the bank. Remember, this is a juice bet if it wins. So yeah, we weren't having too much luck lately, but I have a feeling we're going to get out. And no, I did not look ahead. I don't look ahead. I used to, and when I was doing the old math, doing the old systems, and what happens is you kind of fudge the numbers and you try and cheat a little bit. Well, I was finding myself cheating, and I don't want to do that. So the next bet was 3. We lost there again. Wow. All right. So our next bet is 2, and we go with the chop. All right. Because there hasn't been anything established, we go with the chop. I'm not sure whether you guys are getting that. Okay, we start out with a run always at the beginning of the shoot and a chop, so we go with the chop. So this would be 2 units on the bank, 2 units on the bank, and we go from there. Get my trusty VGK pillow. The VGK, if you guys are fans, they squeaked another one out against Toronto. That's how old this video is. I'm taping this on the 16th. So last night we squeaked another one out. So there was a 2 unit loss there, right? Come over here, 2, and then we're down to 1. And if you don't have, you don't have any faith, or you think that it's shitty, well then get out, right? I gotta get rid of that. Okay. Go over here. Now our next bet will be 1 unit on the player. Follow the run. Hopefully it'll come right down. Eventually we'll get something going here. 1 unit on the player. And when you're playing this video back, remember, not financial or gambling advice. Play it back at double speed. You don't have to listen to me. You can still understand. So hit that cog wheel down here. There's a cog wheel, and you can play it back. The settings go 2 times the speed. So we win the 1 unit there. Big whoop, right? So we'll attack the highest bet here. Okay, so that comes down to 3. The next bet is 2. Next bet is 2. Go up, and we'll be betting the player again. No juice there. 2 units on the player. All right. So 2 units on the player. And we lose. You might be saying, wow, this sucks. This sucks, James. You absolutely suck. Well, maybe I do, maybe I don't. But for those of you with a little bit of faith, keep the faith. Keep the faith. I'm just saying, you know. So the next bet is 1. We lose there. We come over. And the next bet is 1 on the bank. We would be betting the bank because there's no gap established. So we go with the same as last run, right? No gap's been established. I guess that's a good way of explaining that. Yeah, I do have 30 years in the business and calling it quits soon. Okay, we lose there. 1 unit, right? We're going to get a lot of losses in this game. A lot of losses. Go down to the 1. Okay, don't worry about the bet elimination. It'll come. So we bet 1 unit, of course. And we'll go with the bank, 1 unit on the bank. See if we can get some juice going to get to 100. 100 and juice is 5 units, right? So, all right. Player shows 5, and we win that one easy. I'll mark that up there. Okay, we take 1 from the top, right? We're doing a little bit different here. And you're going to see why. You know, I should have done this from the beginning. I knew right from the beginning that we would end up winning. Know that song? Yeah. All right. Okay, so our next bet will be 2 units, right? We got to change that. Go up to 2. Come on over to here. Bet the chop. We bet the player now. Oh, we forgot the juice, right? There was 1 on the juice. Don't forget your juice, guys. Drink your juice. All right. I know I can be very corny. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So 2 units on the player, guys. 2 units on the player. And I know a lot of you guys are gamblers and you just want to hit it and quit it. And, you know, lose all your money or win a fortune. But you know what? You're not going to last in this town. You're going to eventually run into that buzzsaw and get your ass kicked. 2 units here. We win. Fine. Fine. Go up to our highest. Knock that piece of crap down to 2. Okay. Now we go 3 units. 3 units. 3 units. And you'll see the method here. 3 units on the bank. Hopefully we can get that one. Well, we'll see. We shall see shells. Yeah, I can be boring. I know. This is kind of like pulling teeth. But when you're playing and when you're in action, when you have real money, that's when, you know, it really gets exciting. What was that? 3 unit bet? 3 unit bet. Knock this piece of work down to 1. Okay. And we go 4 units. 4 units. See what we can do on the player. Oh, we forgot that 3 unit on the juice. Right. Now this would be a 4 unit bet. Can we keep that little streak going here? It'd be nice, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. If it doesn't, it does not. We're going to end up with a pile of rubble here. Hopefully, we'll just like one of those video games that they try to get you to buy. Poof, 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 and we lose. Oh well. Come back here. What was that? 4 units. Okay, put that at the front. Does not matter. And we come back down 3 units. Why am I going up and down? Well, before I stayed the same and the bets climbed way too high. Way too high. So we've been betting 3 units. When it comes back to the player, we'll be betting the bank because it's been established in column 2 and 3. Okay, you have that 1 gap, the stop gap. That means that we can go for 2 times on the chop, right? 1 before, 1 after type thing. We can go for 2 times. So we bet 3 units on the bank here. 3 units on the bank, and it will be a juice if we can squeak it out. I do not know. 5, and we win there. 3 units, right? So we come over, knock this guy down. This guy gets down, knocked down to 1 again. All right? Now, this is where the rubber meets the road. Hopefully we can start knocking some off. Hopefully Hopefully. We'll see. Okay. Don't forget to mark up that juice, guys. You got to be honest with the juice. 3 units on the juice is 6. Okay. And the next bet is 4 on the player. 4 units on the player here. And if you don't find this interesting, then you shouldn't be playing. And yeah, I get distracted sometimes by phone and thinking of things. 7 of stands. Oh, we got sniped. 4 units here, guys. Getting up there. 4 units. Yeah, this kind of start, stop, up, down, up, down. I think we got a good shot. I don't know. I really don't. Like I said before, I've tested this like for 40 shoes. Okay, 4 units there, right? All right, this is a good part. See ya. Later. Mashed potato. Okay, we go across, and we're trying to get the 1 off. So the next bet is 5, but you look and see your highest is 3. So we're going to stick with 4 now. Now that's the key difference, to keep your bets so we can kind of knock 2 off at a time when possible. When possible. We stick with 4 on the bank. And that's where I was going wrong. You don't have to always go up, 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 up. 5 would be our maximum anyway. And that's when we're really in the shit. 4 units here. On the bank. And it wins. Nice. We go over here. 4 units. Okay. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Bring that down to 2. Now we're betting 3 units. Why? Because our highest here is 2, right? So we'd be betting 3. You might be saying, well, James, you should just keep going up to 4 and 5 and 6. Just keep your fingers crossed here. The bet is 3. That was a 4 unit bet, and I believe it was on the bank, right? So our juice is 110. I had forgotten more than I remember. Yep. Okay, 3 units on the player. 3 units on the player. Yeah, I think this is an easier way to not get hurt when the losses do come. 3 units on the player. 4, 8, we lose. Okay, we lose our 3 units. Mark it down. 3, we go back down to 2. All right. Eventually we're going to get a whole bunch of little 1s, I believe, but I can't remember. I do know that we get taken down pretty substantially at one point, but can we get it back? I think we did. Okay, we let the bank run. If the bank hits another one, then we'll bet 2 units. You don't always have to keep on going up, guys. You don't always have to keep on going up, and that's what gets people in trouble, so much trouble. Okay, the bank hit again. So what's this? A 2 unit bet on the bank, right? Let's take a look. So a 2 unit bet on the bank, and that's running. Yep, 2 unit bet on the bank. 2 unit bet on the bank. And when we get on these runs, which we may or may not, then we'll, oh, we lose there, 2 units. Then we'll see what happens, right? Then we'll see what happens. We'll put a 2 there. Next bet is just the 1 unit. We get on a roll, we're going to go. You watch, I hope. I hope. Okay. 1 unit bet on the bank now. We stick with, we give it 2 tries because of that one single gap there, right? I hope you guys are getting that. 1 unit on the bank. Four and a natural. Okay. Come over here. Knock this high guy down. He's down to 2. Okay. Next bet is 2. We always climb one higher than what's up there, the highest bet, if we can. Okay. Don't forget the juice. That was a 1 unit. Right. Can't keep cheating the juice here. 2 unit bet on the player now. 2 units on the player. And see how we brought it down substantially? We're down like 22 units. Now we're down only down, what? Whatever. It's a lot less than 22. So 2 units on the player. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Alrighty. 2 units on the player. Next bet is 1. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. And we were down like 24 before. Okay. So the next bet will be 1 unit. Wait for it to come back to player. Then we'll bet the bank. I hope you're finding this at least a little bit interesting. I find it very interesting. But I couldn't show my live play anymore. Okay, I was playing live, and I got ratted on, and the channel almost got shut down. So I said, "The heck with it." Baccarat Beast went to Baccarat Bunny, went to Baccarat James, and now I can't show my live play unless it's in a casino, and I'm looking for casinos, guys. Looking for a casino land that I can live stream on, and I'd like to do that. Possibly at the Gold Coast. I got to go talk to them. I'm not in that great of a rush. I'm just gliding into retirement, and I feel so much stress coming off. It's not funny. If my advice, I'm not even there yet, but my advice is get the heck out while you can. 1 unit on the bank. Get the heck out of this workforce as you can. I'm starting to stop paying attention to bullshit news and politics and all that crap. People fighting, killing each other. You know what? If you want to be that, then be that. But I'm trying to live my life peaceful now. Stop getting in fights with people over common sense things. But hey, what can I say? People are people. So why should it be? We lose there? Yeah, that was from a song. Comes back to bank, we'll be betting the bank. Or if it goes past 4 players, up to 5 players, we'll hop on that bandwagon, on that player wagon. Player again. Nope. Tie. High tie. High tie. Yeah, if people want to come join me, hey, email me at baccaratbeast@gmail.com and set something up. Those guys who know me, if you want to come out and watch, hey, all the power to you. Now, bet 1 unit on the bank here, 1 unit on the bank. I had a nose operation last month. Actually, on Christmas Day, I had the stitches taken out, a septoplasty, so my nose is actually kind of stuffed. 1 unit here, we win. Wow, winner, winner. Baccarat dinner. Okay, we'll knock one of these down to 1. That's fine. See how this works out. Our next bet is 2. 2. And that was another juice. Add 1 to the juice box. That's the juice box. Huh, pretty funny. Pretty funny. 2 on the player when it comes back to player, unless it runs for, what's that, 5 banks. Then we hop on the bank wagon. Silly. I know. That's what happens when you get older. You just make up silly shit. Okay, 2 units on the player here. No juice. No kidding. No juice. We can start knocking off a couple of those 1s. When they start getting built up, if we can win here, we're not going to lose. No, we're not. 2 units on the player. All right. We'll knock off 2 of these babies. Okay. Next bet is 3. See if we can get it. Are we going to get it? When it goes back to bank, we shall see. 3 units on the bank. If and only if. Okay. Nope, no bank there. So, oh no. We got to wait for it to come back to bank. What am I doing? That's a non-bet. We wouldn't have bet. Had I been paying attention? No. Wait for it to come back to bank. 3 units on the bank. Yeah. Or if it goes to 5 players. So, like I say, you can fast forward this 2 times speed and listen to me talk fast. I actually do that when I play it back to try and make sure that I do go over these to make sure that I'm not really screwing up, hopefully. One more, we get on the bandwagon, the player wagon. Nope, not going to make it. Okay, so what's this? This is a 3 unit bet, right guys? 3 unit bet on the bank. 3 units on the bank. Yeah, I could keep the thing going and go back and forth if I have time. 3 units on the bank. And if this does win, oh, then we'll just leave it going. I'll just leave it going. 3 units on the bank. That's up to 115, right? And the next bet is 3 units because we don't have, okay, don't go crazy. Stay at 3. Go 1 up that one if you can. 1 up your highest one that's there. Wait for it to come back to player, and it'll be a 3 unit bet on the player. You might say, well, you'll never get to your highest bet. Yes. Just watch. Just watch. We don't want our bets to go higher, okay, than 5. It's a 3 unit bet on the player. We don't even have to take a look to see what happens. We can go over and look to see what might be eliminated. Now, if you want to go up to 4, then you go up to 4, but maybe we'll have to start doing that. A 3 unit bet. A 3 unit bet loses. Okay, go back down to 2. Yeah, we're going to have to start doing that. Go back up to 5. Go maximum 5 here, guys, no matter what, when we win, because you'll never get rid of your negative numbers that way. 2 unit bet. 2 unit bet. So just keep that in mind. 2 unit bet on the bank. Otherwise, we won't be doing any eliminating, and that 1 extra unit or 2 extra units isn't going to kill us. And when we get on a run, it's going to help us. 2 units on the bank. We lose. Okay, so we go to the chop. 1 unit. Doesn't matter where we put this. 1 unit on the player. 1 unit on the player. Okay, 1 unit on the bank here. Go with the chop now. 1 unit on the bank. Hopefully this can chop out and we can get a little chump change in our pockets. Okay, we squeaked that one out. 1 unit. 2 units on the player here. That was a juicer. 2 units on the player. I don't know what's going on, but I'm letting it run. Next bet is 2. Okay, 1 off. That's 2. So we had bet the player, and I did let it run. Let's see. Was it running? 1. Okay, we lost there. We lost there. Bet 1, 2 units on the bank. We won that one. 2 units on the bank. Sorry. All right. So we take that one off and that one off. Next bet is 3 on the player. The juice there was 2 units, 118. 3 units now. Next bet is 3 on the player. Hopefully this keeps running. You just never know. We got to keep going up, because if we don't, we'll never really get this these numbers down. Now, why am I changing the math? Is because I'm old and I forget. Okay, I'm not changing it. We're still eliminating units. We're just betting a little bit different. Okay, because when we get on a run, we got to start to get these off. 4 units would be nice. 5 units would be nice, but if we lose, we lose. We come back down. Okay, next bet is 4 on the bank. 4 units on the bank. And that would be a juicer. All right, coffee time. I hear it calling. 4 units on the bank. All right, then. Our next bet will be 3. And we just lost the 4. Not good. Let this run still. What's happening here? I'm trying to speed it up a little bit, guys. Our next bet will be on the bank. It'll be 3 units on the bank. Yeah, we do have to keep going up that scale up to 5. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to knock all this down. Sure, we can lose some key bets. We will lose some key bets. That's inevitable. Uh-oh. Nope. 3 units there. 3 units there. Plus, it's hard to get it back when you don't raise your bets. So 2 units now. Yep, we're getting our asses kicked. 2 units on the bank, guys. Once again. Ha. Can we get out? Can we get out? Sacre bleu. This might be a bad shoe. The next one might be a bad shoe. We're going to hit one good shoe here. We are. I mean,
have you been thinking about getting
a quote? Pause the commercial. Screw these guys. All right. Hang on here. What do we bet? 2 units on the bank? Yep. 2 units on the bank. And we lose. Yep. We lose there. Just have some faith, guys. Just have some faith. Yep, getting slaughtered. If you haven't played Baccarat and you don't know what it's like to be down, well, join the club. No, I know what it's like to be down. All right, it comes back to bank. We'll be betting 1 unit on the player. Yeah, it's not going well. It looked like it was. But we have that gap there in column 42. So we give it 2 tries. If you're betting $5 units, you're down, 20 units, you're down 120 bucks. Woo! Is that going to kill you? Well, when your bets start to get up, you start to get it back. Maybe you'll win, maybe you won't. That is gambling, right? Please, I abhor you to just keep watching. Abhor means I'm pleading with you. Just please keep watching. What's the next bet here? It's on the player. And it's 1 unit. Yep, 1 unit on the player. Yeah. Players 5, 1, down to 2, up to 3. We lose. Okay, so we're going for that run now. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, Joe. Come back to player. 1 unit on the player. When it comes back to player, no, it lost. Or if we get to 5 banks, 1 unit on the bank. Right? After 6 shoes, we're down, 20, 30 units? Don't sweat it. That's 6 shoes, guys. 6 shoes. If you're playing 6 hours a day, that's one day's work. Oh, well. If you're a private contractor, you don't make money every day, do you? You lose. And sometimes you lose a lot. But then you get it all back on that one big job, right? If you're a contractor. It's the same in everything. Same when I used to be a programmer before I got into the casino biz. Okay, 1 unit on the bank. Here we go. See if we can run up this tally. We need a nice run. We haven't been getting any. All right. That's what she said. Yep, we squeaked that one out. 1 unit. Okay, let's go over here. Remember, it was a juicer. You can see my computer spinning around how crappy it is. Time for a new one. Let's get rid of this guy. Doesn't matter. Next bet is 2. All the way up that scale. The heck with it. The heck with it. 2 units on the bank, guys. 2 units on the bank. Yeah, I kind of screwed the pooch. 7. Nice. Kind of screwed the pooch before. 2 units. Bring this down to 1. Next bet is 3. 3 units on the bank. And we go up to 5. That's it. From now on. Yeah, just staying at that or just going one above is not going to cut it. We gotta really put the pedal to the metal sometimes. Uh-oh. Okay, we lose there. What was that? 3 unit bet? 3 unit bet. The next bet is 2. Okay. I was really counting my chickens there. 2 units on the player, guys. 2 units on the player. We get bad shoe after bad shoe after bad shoe. And I'm going to record another episode right after this just to see because we're so far behind. So that's why I'll be wearing the same shirt. I usually change shirts here. 2 units. 2 units. Next bet is 3. Alrighty. Okay, don't bet here. Wait till it comes back to bank and we'll bet to 3. I doubt if it'll go past 7 players. You never know. Comes back to bank, 3 units on the bank. Nope, player keeps running. That's fine. Player keeps running. And like I say, I do play live. I'm going tonight to the Gold Coast. You see me there. I'll be wearing my fedora. I'm going to keep wearing this. This is my trademark, right? Yeah, right. Okay, what do we got bet here on the bank? We bet the bank, and we bet three units on the bank. Le bancaire. Le banquois. Je ne sais pas. My French is horrible. Player nothing. Yeah, natural. Okay, that's a nice little run there. What do we get? 3? Let's knock a couple off. You know, it's like that Pac-Man thing. 3. 22. Okay, we're going to go to 4. We're going to go to 4 to try and get it back. When it goes back to player, we'll be betting 4. Or if it runs past, what, 8 banks, then we'll be betting the bank. Yeah, sometimes when you're at a table and it's smoky and you're not drinking or anything, you're just sitting there playing, and it's just really not a good feeling because of the smoke, right? And if you have allergies like me, well, then it just really builds up. As you can tell, or you might be able to tell, my nose is really stuffed up still. 4 units, guys. 4 units. We're not going to be afraid anymore on the player, even if we lose. 6. Yeah. 4 units. Nice. Go back to here. Knock off these 2. Go up to 5. See what we can do. All right. Go back to bank. We go to 5 units. Now, sometimes we get lucky and we get a whole bunch of these double runs, 2 or more runs. And sometimes the bottom will just fall out. These 1-2s are what kills us, especially when we're not rhythm. But that's the nature of the beast, right? Nature of the beast. Remember, 5 units, then we stay at 5. That's enough if we can keep it going, that is. And yeah, we could get into some pretty shitty streaks. That's the way the game goes. Okay, 5 units here. This isn't white knuckles. Yeah, we're not playing for anything. We're playing for tiddlywinks, okay? Don't play for money until you're totally happy with your system and follow it, almost religiously. Can you sway? Sure you can sway. Sure you can sway, but try not to. 5 units. That was a big bet. Really was. So that's you're betting $500. You only have, what, 20,000. That's not a lot. That's only 40 units, right? At that level. So 5 units. Look what happens. Boom, boom, boom. Gone. Okay. Now we bet another 5 when it goes back to player. And if that wins, we'd be down to 4. But hey, don't count your chickens. Do not count your chickens. And this would be a double if it goes to player, then bank. If we don't get the player, then we give it one more shot because of column. What's that? 40 something. Can't see that. 46. Yeah. Yeah. Column 46 or 45. 46. Yeah. Okay, so 5 unit bet on the player here, guys. 5 units. We'll see how this piano goes. Nothing. 5, 8. Wow. Wow, we win that one. That was fortuitous. What happens? No juice. Boom. Okay, now here we bet the 4. We're only trying to get even here, guys. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy, right? Look at all that juice, too. We'll knock that juice back when we get back to being up money, hopefully. Okay, 4 unit bet now on the bank when it comes back to bank. 4 unit bet. Can the gambler break even here? Pretty interesting the way this goes, huh? Sometimes we got to get lucky, If you lose every bet, you're gonna hate this game, and you're gonna be like, "Why did I ever play?" Right? But most people can win something at some time, right? Most people. It's just a matter of people getting greedy and getting killed, and bad luck happening at the wrong time, right? Could have been the right place, must have been the wrong time. That is true in a lot of stuff. 4 unit bet, guys. That's all we're trying to do on the bank. 5, 4. Reduce. We lose. 4 units. All right. Come over here. Get out of here. 4. Our next bet is 3. Right? All right. And we'd be betting the player 3 units because of this gap here on column 42. Okay? There's your singleton gap. So we go twice. Player, what was that? 3 units. 3 units on the player. And if we start to snooze, well, hopefully the next shoe we'll get it back, right? If you get it wrong, you get it right next time. Down to 3. We got sniped. That's 2 in a row. Lose the 2 in a row, we switch to the chop. Go over here. 3 unit. Right. Down to 2. So be it. And it's easy to remember. Up, down, up, down. You don't even have to keep track, really. Okay. 2 unit bet on the player. Just remember what you bet last, and you'll be all right. 2 unit bet on the player. And we follow the same patterns, the same logic every time. I will eventually write this out, but not right now. Up to 8. Okay, we win the 2 there. Okay, I could let this run. We win the 2 there. The next bet is 3. That was on the player. Okay, still knock off that highest one. Doesn't matter. 3 unit bet on the bank here. 3 units on the bank. And don't forget your juice if you win. Your juice box. I look at my face. It's like, you look. I don't know how I look. Why do I care? Uh-oh. 3 units lose there. Let it run. We can get back in time maybe. 3 units there. Next bet is 2. We lose to 3. And nobody says you have to stick around when you're close to getting even or when you lose your next 10, your net 10. Don't stick around. All right, so that was running and it was a tie, the last bet. You can tell there's a timer here. 4. Okay, back to bank. What do we say? 2 units bet now, right? 2 units on the bank. Go improve it. Yep. 2 units on the bank. You can see how this can get dangerous, but then when we get into that, the right rhythm, yeah, 2 units there. Wait for it to come back to player. Don't forget to, okay, add that on. Next bet is 3. We knock off 2. All right, it goes back to player. We'll be betting the player 3 units. 6 barbecued. Just wait. Be patient. You know. You can guess every hand. Flip a coin. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because it's 50-50 all the time. But when you establish your patterns and stick to them, it just gives you a sense of you know, normality that, hey, maybe these patterns. But what happens with a lot of people is they start chasing their asses with the losses. I've seen it so many times. Guys go broke. Oh, I can't lose 10 in a row. Of course you can. It's impossible to lose 15 in a row. I've lost 27 in a row 2 times in blackjack. I've lost 18 in a row 1 time in Baccarat. And that's what my memory says. How could I lose that many in blackjack? Counting the double downs. But mind you, I was only playing $5 units. But when you win, when you go up, right, up that ladder, you can get a lot back. You can get a lot back. So we won that last bet. We'll wait for it to go to player or keep on running for the bank, but I doubt it. Yep, there we go. So we bet 3 units on the player here. 3 units on the player. Try to get it back, Jack. Are we going to get out this shoe? I don't know. It's interesting, though. 3 units on the player, and we did it. Okay, go over here, let it run. 3 units on the player. Next bet is 4. No juice. 3. Knock these 2 off. Okay, that makes me happy. 4 units now. What happened here? Four units now on the bank when it comes back to bank. 4 units on the bank. Did I skip ahead? I don't know. Anyway, it'll be a 4 unit bet on the bank when we come back. And we can pretty much get out of Dodge almost. Okay, 4 units. But like I say, I don't look ahead. Not anymore. Because it kind of ruins it, and I'm cheating. Okay, when you cheat, you get caught and you lose every time, right? So don't cheat. Whoa, how did we lose that one? We got sniped. That was a real shitty one, huh? But hey, let's be true to ourselves. That was a 4 unit bet, and we bet 3 next. All right, and when you go fast forward this, feel free. 3 units on the bank, feel free to fast forward because it is long and drawn out. And if you don't know how to do that, hit that little cog down here at the bottom and go 2 times speed. All right. I've already got it on 2 times speed. Okay, that loses. And we go over here. That loses. Loses the 3. We go down to 2. Wow. All right. We can get on a roll one of these days. This shoe's coming to an end. Maybe the next shoe will be good. I remember in the past when I did it that somehow I got out, right? So I'm anticipating, I'm predicting that I am. I kind of know that I am, but I'm not 100% sure because I changed the money management just a little bit, okay, to go up to that 5 units. I just did that. So just to see how much we could really get hurt here. 2 units on the bank. 2 units on the bank. Looks good. Don't forget the juice. Actually, we'll just let that run. Up on over. Knock off 2 here. And the next bet is 3. Add the juice. 31. And we're waiting for it to hop over. Oh, it stopped while I hopped over. And we added that. So it looks like the shoe is almost ready to end. I don't know. Wow. 85 hands. There we go. It ended. So we'll see you in the next one. Okay. We'll go to episode 7 and we'll see you in 7. Let's take a look at our tracking sheet. Our next bet is 3 units, right? That's what we're down. That's the juice is 6 units, 6.5 units, right? So we're down 6, 6.5 on the juice, 12, 14, 16, 18. Our next bet is 3. So let's get on to that next episode. I'm going to stay in the same clothes. I'm going to play the same system, and we're going to get going. I'm excited to see if I can get out of this. So I'll see you in the next one. See you in episode 7. All right. Baccarat James over and out. Remember, give me a thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you.